Good morning, y'all. Hope you're having a great Sunday morning. Um, I'm not doing this because somebody told me to. It's just I'm a very handy guy. Um, what's the movie? There'll be a lot of movie references, so and I'll tell you if I think they're recommended or not. But anyways, whatever. Um, I think it was the campaign when he puts he's goofing at George Bush. Very goofable guy. I'm a Republican. Maybe I used to be. Who knows who's what anymore? I mean, this whole thing's ridiculous, When your own party won't support that guy for re-election, wow. It's very telling what's going on here. I mean, this whole system's screwed up, and that's the purpose of the system, is to be screwed up for you and I, you know. Salente, George, what the heck's his name? George Salente? I don't know. He was just on ITM trading with Lynette Zhang. They had a conversation. He had a conversation. He was actually on Rich Dad, with Rich Dad, I think a week ago, and he was pleasantly not mouthy. He's got a mouth on him. He's got the mouth I used to have. Being from New York, that guy. I'm from the Northeast, up in Massachusetts, Rhode Island. But he's got that attitude. But they're speaking the truth. I mean, all these guys are speaking the truth. You got to get out there and realize what's going on. But the only thing they're missing is, I'm going to get out of the camera for a minute because I want you to see what I got hanging on my TV. I'm not getting too glitzy about this whole thing right now because I'm not a glitzy guy. I picked my YouTube channel name. It's Dan ISTL. I saw the light, but it's going to be more Dan ISTL. I saw the light because I realized what's really going on with this. You can run after that cash all you want. It's a pile of paper. Where is my pile of paper? I had a pile of paper. I have a pile of paper, antique paper. I just gave away to a guy I bought some stuff from. I think he's starting a business. It'd be a great dollar bill for him. It's a 1957 silver certificate, $1 bill, that they finally won the battle of printing. In God we trust. Kind of big deal. It's like a sticker. Unless it's in here, it's a piece of paper with some print on it. Ain't gonna matter. It's gotta be in here. Otherwise, you got nothing. You can go to 1,500 churches a week. You can watch a billion videos on here about what some pastor or prophet or preacher's gonna say about the Lord. And I think you should. I think you should go check into with somebody. You should have a connection somewhere somehow, but not a religious connection. It's got to be a relationship connection with Jesus Christ, and hopefully that guy is giving you some inspiration to continue that connection with the Lord. That's what you got to do, because everybody's driving around with their beautiful cars. I mean, churches got some great-looking cars in them. It's funny that homeless people kind of aren't allowed in there. They are a little bit, but you can be honest with yourself. You're tolerating them, okay? The ministry that I hail from, I guess you would say, has put a statue together of a man, and the head, the arms, a big, rugged looking guy. But the main thing it got down to was the legs. Okay, the legs were either one was iron, one was clay. I'm gonna look into it more. I believe there were iron and clay, both legs, iron and clay. If anybody's into this science or physiology, whatever the heck this, I don't know what all this stuff is. I barely graduated high school. I got 65 my senior year on purpose, just to show them that I can graduate with a 65. I didn't want to be there. I stayed back in second grade because I didn't want to be in school. I mean, they told them to go pounce in. Then I realized, okay, the system has got it figured out that they're going to force me to be trained by them. And that's how it's going to be. But anyways, back to the legs for a minute. The best church you got out there is a mixture of clay and iron. They'll all say they got the answer. Make sure you donate to them. It's like, I mean, come on, let's be honest here. This day and age is about the money. Every single creature on this planet is about the money. They're all part of this system, this fiat money system. The whole world is part of this system. I love the nomads. You know why? Because they're saying, with the system, yes, you need food and shelter. You don't have to pay for your freaking shelter every damn day of the week. I'm staying with my niece and her husband right now. I mean, great couple, young couple, and boy, I'd see them going through what I just came out of, or what I went through. It cost me a marriage. You know what we went through. It cost me a lot of strife. My two daughters, I mean, they're beautiful. They're pretty well rounded. They're beautiful girls. They really are. They're beautiful girls, and I don't think we did too much damage to them, but you know, I don't know. We'll see in time. But you know, they're doing what they got to do. But back to what I'm trying to say this morning is, this is a slave system. Yeah, they're giving you cash, right? This is what, you know why I call it a slave system? Because even the slaves of back in the day got some kind of shit. Nothing great, please. Don't get that. My wife was a beautiful black woman. Don't go there with me. I know the stories, and I know what's going on with that whole side. She has passed away, but whatever. That's I'm gonna deal with that big time probably in a later video. But yeah, I mean, you cannot just go out in the field and pick food or whatever. I mean, even the Bible talked about oh man, I'm drawing blanks big time this morning on names in the Bible and stuff. But the woman, she basically the Bible talks about leaving stuff on the edge of the fields for the poor. So, oh boy, I almost had it. I actually used it on my wife when we were dating, because we had to come up to the Northeast. My family wanted to meet her, and we stayed in the same hotel room, not married. And I mean, most people ain't a big deal. We chose for ourselves, following the Lord, how we're following Him, that we chose for ourselves, that we just want to do it the way it's supposed to be. We're not going to do anything until we're married. That's what we chose. That, her and I. We weren't talked into it. We weren't nothing. We chose that for ourselves. That's what we wanted to do. Because I got sick and tired of it being so damn easy. And then, with it being so damn easy, they want a massive commitment behind it. I'm like, you can't do that. If you want it easy, it starts easy, it ends easy. I mean, pretty simple. I mean, but so, well, Boris, not Boris. Oh boy. Anyways, he saw a woman, saw her, and he liked her, so he left a little extra, knowing that she was the next one, probably coming at a certain time every day. She would show up, and ended up being the Kingsman Redeemer, or something in that area of the Bible. And you probably all know quickly, a snap of a finger, if you're studying the Bible, you need to study the Bible for yourself. Not because that pastor said this chapter, that chapter. My mother used to, I love her. She used to take the Bible and drop it, boom, and whatever it opened up, that's what she would read. You can do that. I mean, it'd be fun sometimes to do it, but you need to read the Bible, Genesis to Revelation. Then the next one, if you want, if you feel that reads too long or whatever, and it's a long read. I have the luxury of a job that I can probably get 2 to 4 hours a day of audio Bible in, just letting that sucker run. And I tell you what, I keep snapping, and I'm going to look them up at some point in time, probably talk about them. This is what the Bible spoke to me today. There's something, all of a sudden, don't you be listening, driving, and all of a sudden, something said. Well, I just grabbed my phone. Luckily, this phone works with me right now in Apple. Don't get stupid and change it because I said this is working out for a lowly human like me. But I just snapped the page. I just hit the both buttons on each side and snapshot the page. Now I got roughly the verse area that I want. I mean, yeah, if I'm in a heavy traffic area or whatever, it gets a little tough. But I mean, I can get the gist of what I was trying to get back to. You got to find what works for you. We are not cookie cutters. Now, one of us looks the same. Even a twin doesn't look the same. It was funny. What's the Adam Sandler movie? Jack and Jill. How he interviews the twins. And there were two guy twins that they were, one was married, one was single, and they liked one twin. They look exactly the same to me, but there's something about the other twin. They're like, I'm not interested. You know what I mean? We project some kind of a personality out of our thing. We project confidence, or we project, I guess, you feel like a loser. You know what I mean? Now, in a sense, we are losers. The whole creation's a loser. We lost huge. But there's one, and I'm going to show you right now, because I sidetracked again. Me and my little rabbit holes, I went down one. But this guy right here, you see what that says? It's all about him. He is who did it all. This guy right here, and this is Navarre Beach Church, Florida. This guy's on the beach. I love this, and I wish he would do more videos. I think he took a lot of flack and he just kind of shut it down. I'll have to look up here. Maybe he is back out. But anyways, I'm gonna promote him. If you're going to Navarre Beach, he should be out there. He was out there during the pandemic, so that's where I met that group. And you know, beautiful couple, older couple. I mean, I like some of his music's hippie-ish, you know, and hey, that's fine. I don't have. Some people say you either have the world music or you have the church music. Well, guess what? Is the church collecting? That's fiat. That's Keynesian system. That's cash. This cash is attached to nothing. I got this little pig right here. I'm going to show this guy, right? Because everybody hates this guy. I like him. I don't know what it is. I think the bee catcher has got that hole in the back. You see it? But in the bottom, I got a delivery, a 3/4 crushed stone up in Massachusetts on a house I was flipping. And I started looking at the rocks one day. I'm like, what the heck is that in the rock? It's all gold. It's all gold broken up in the rock. And I told the guy, you're delivering gold to me, you know. You're charging me $500 a truckload. You're probably sending me $1,000 worth of gold in that truckload, you know. Keep it coming, you know. So so I'm out of screenshot for a second here, but you gotta focus on that guy. No matter what I'm saying, I'm blah blah blah, and I'm gonna be big time blah blah blah. But that's everything right there. Him, everything. I don't care what you're going through. I went through some junk. I went through some major league junk, and he knew it. He knew when he put me and my wife together that he was taking her. He knew that. Had he told me that before, I probably wouldn't have done it. Like, I ain't signing up for that pile of crap, because this is a pile of crap. Not too thrilled about what's the whole emotional whatever stuff, you know what I mean? It's like you get somebody at your side, and all of a sudden, boom, they're ripped out of your life. We had some issues going on. Who doesn't, you know? But I loved the girl. She was why I didn't marry because I didn't love her, you know. It's this system. You got to realize the system for what it is. Remember, I was talking about in the other video. Give to Caesar what belongs to Caesar. This whole world is theirs. Celente. Back to Celente for a minute. He said in that video with Rich Dad, it wasn't Lynette Zang, but he was on Lynette Zang too. But Rich Dad, he had said that oh my God, it's way too early in the morning for me today. Oh, what did he say? Oh, he said it's a selective club and you're not in it. Something to that effect. You have to go watch this video. He said it's a small club. It's a small club. It's a big club. I don't know. It's a club we're not in. You and I are not in that club. It's a club of the elected and the unelected. Let me rephrase that. The politicians and the unelected. Okay, they're the trouble in this world. And I'm talking. That's. I don't know what they would call Putin. I mean, yeah, he's a communist dictator, but he's still a politician. the Israel, they're politicians. Anybody in power that has to be elected in is a politician of the world. Even if they shoot their way in, they're a politician. Okay, Venezuela, that clown running that country, politician. Okay, but what the system's trying to do to Venezuela, and it's funny, they're making us feel bad. Us little people feel bad. They're going to crash an economy so that we pump our hard-earned money into that economy. I mean, want to talk about a unique way of taxation. You know, the inflation, the poor. I mean, I was just talking to a guy at work. He's African. He's a white guy, and he's African. It's funny we talk about he's African American. Where's his rights? He's a white guy. You know what I mean? It's just an oxymoron. You know, but it's the video's only going on for 16 minutes. I'm doing a lot of rambling again, but I'm trying to hone in on this fiat system point that yes, we have to eat, we have to have a house, we have to, you know, but when you go for the more eating, the more house, the more cars, the more stuff, you're feeding the politicians and the unelected that are in control of your life. I don't care what you call about that little situation that we just went through or are about to go through again, but they haven't got enough control, so they're gonna do something else again. And what he said, ABCs. Again, you gotta go check out Rich Dad, that video with that Salente guy. And he talks about the ABCs of something, and the one of them ends up being war. And I tell you what, there's gonna be some kind of war or some kind of something somewhere pretty soon, because there's some stuff going on, and they ain't got control of it. I personally think it's a rapture coming up. That's my personal thought. I mean, we've been into this thing for what? The ministry I'm part of, they kind of think we're like 1987, 88, 89. Not year. Well, yeah, year, but not 1989. We're 1989. 1989 years to Jesus' 2,000 years return. He said if he doesn't return before 2,000 years, will there be anybody left? And I'm starting to question, is there anybody left? Because everybody's about their stuff, their shiznat, their crap. Okay? I'm trying to be nice here, but boy, I tell you what, I'm getting sick and tired of people running after stuff. And it's junk the day you buy it. This TV right here behind me is a K4 because it has to go with my surveillance system that I had to have at a certain house. Tried selling it off. Of course, now, you can get them at half the price. It's like, it's okay. So, might as well just keep it, because I'm not going to get half the price for this system. I'm going to have to eventually buy one, because I just like, excuse me. I'm just gonna keep it, because it's like I already own it. What am I gonna sell to buy another one? I'll deal with it. You know, it's a big, massive TV I don't want in my 16-foot trailer, but it's here. We're gonna make the sucker work, and it's gonna be great. But yeah, get in tight with Jesus Christ. Study His Word. I know everybody says, "Oh, it's some bunch of fishermen's opinions," or whatever they want to call it. Pull your head out of your backside. And I tell you what, the options are becoming less and less and less every day. What's going to happen in tribulation is going to be, it's going to be very black and white. It's going to be either you're for or against. There ain't going to be no, well, I want to be neutral. Neutral is leaving the neighborhood. It's leaving the area. Right now you have a choice. You can be the Cain and Abel, where one brother killed the other one. Then he didn't want to deal with the consequences. God let him go his way. He put a mark on him, and he said, "Go live your life. Nobody will come after you." But he was lost. He lived out his years, and he died, and he's in hell. The one he killed is in heaven. Just how it works. Hitler. Nobody likes Hitler. Had Hitler realized what he had done, instead of committing suicide and killing himself, had Hitler realized, oh my God, what did I do? Jesus, save me. I apologize, I repent for what I did. All those murders would have been forgiven. But he would have had to pay consequences on this planet. What you do wrong, God ain't going to make it disappear. Okay? My divorce lives on. I have 2 beautiful daughters from that divorce. That lives on. We both made our peace with it, you know. I'm still, to this day, the favorite son-in-law. Because her other daughter never married, and she's got a boyfriend now, but I mean he's not married yet, so he can't be even considered yet. But yeah, I'm still the favorite. I mean, she still wants to go over to do some work at her house at some point, and I'm trying to get there. I'm trying to get trying to get myself back up in that direction, but everything seems to be sending me the other way. You know, the universe. You know, I'm sorry, guys. The universe thing is like, who put the universe in place? That would be God. It's impossible because of what we did to get back to God. Impossible. So what did God do? He made a door. He put a door where a door could not be put. He dropped it right on this planet, right in a manger, right in a stable with horses and stuff. Dropped it right there, the most pathetic, pitiful place anything could be. Put the door right there. And God's like, if you want me, you can come crawling through that door. Matter of fact, you have to crawl through that door. Just get asked to go through the door. And that's right there. He's your focus. I talk to Jesus. I talk to God in the name of Jesus Christ. Not, you know, because there's a lot of Jesuses out there, but there's only one that did the job. I'm not saying there were a whole bunch trying to get the job done. He was the only one sent. He was the only one that was going to succeed. Because you know why? He doesn't need us. Remember that. We're a bunch of egocentric bunch of humans. He does not need us. He can do this fine without us. Matter of fact, his word says, I think it's Amos, it says, if my people will turn from their wicked ways. Nobody reads the rest of that story. But since you won't, I'm going to have to come and do it for you. Boop. There it is, baby. Very simple. Jesus Christ. He did it. Accept him. Learn what he's done. Read this. Just read the book. However fast, and don't let the devil clog your mind. If you got a question about something, keep moving. Keep reading. Don't. I've read the Bible 2.5 times. I've done audio 1.5 times now. Keep reading. Stuff will stop popping. The Holy Spirit has to get you trained to hear the tiniest of tiny voices, okay? I mean, something happened the other day, and it was kind of like coming out here to where I'm at now and I'm working. I heard this. I get this phone call from my niece that they're hiring, okay? So I'm like, I'm in Oklahoma. I didn't want to come out to Oklahoma. I'm like, Oklahoma? it's in the middle of the country. There's nobody here. There's nothing going on. But you know what? It's Oklahoma. It's in the middle of the country, and there's nothing going on. It's peace and quiet. There's a little chaos. I mean, the local chaos stuff. I mean, humans. But a bunch of humans, put 2 humans together. What do you get? Chaos. It's just a fact. You know, God didn't say, accept my son Jesus and I'll fix it all for you. Well, he did say that, but not today. He's not going to make your coffee be awesome every day. You know what I mean? Yeah, days you get good water, not so good water. Maybe your system's not working right. The coffee's not doing it. I mean, there's days I'll make a cup of coffee, I won't even drink it. It's not working today. I'm not feeling the coffee, you know? And I mean, I used to be a 12 cup pot of coffee every half a day. I mean, I was full of piss and vinegar, big time. But I've toned it down a little bit. I'm 52, going on 52. Boy, I'm dating myself faster. But but I gotta end this video. I don't want them this long. But you gotta, please, come on, get to that guy. Get to that guy. Realize what the system's about. You gotta wake up, people. The system is chewing us up freaking long and hard and spitting us out. This is all the devil does. I'm gonna show you a picture in the next couple of videos. And I don't know where I get this picture from, but I will have to give all credit to that, whoever designed that. It is exactly what the system does to us, and then throws us out. We're useless. But hey, I love you guys. Love Jesus. Get in close with him. He's gonna be your best of best friends. And you know, you talk to yourself anyways all day long. You mumble and grovel all day long. Go mumble and grovel to Jesus. He'll listen. Trust me, he'll listen. He'll listen. Love you guys.